Welcome back to the CodePetersen YouTube channel. This is a quick Adobe Illustrator tutorial, how to type in a circle and have it fit easily into a ring or into a circular shape. All right, so we'll go ahead and begin by making a little circle on here. And with this one, I'll go 5 inches by 5 inches. And I have the fill being transparent and I have the stroke being right now, we'll say 60 for my measurement on that. And I'm going to hold down the Alt key and drag this over. And then this time I'm going to take the stroke and make this transparent. If I go over here to my type tool and click and hold on it, there is a type on a path tool. So if I move my cursor over this path and I click on that, it'll automatically put text in there for me. Now I like to center this right away, so I'll go over here to paragraph and center this, and then I will type in text goes here. Now obviously I don't want my text under there, but since it's centered, as I type it, we know it's going to center around that circle, and then I can use this direct selection tool over here. And then when I go straight up above, I see that purple guideline going on there for us. And I can change the typeface size on here, whatever I want. All right, and then the way I used to do this, I would try to fit this over the circle. I could never quite get it to fit in there perfectly. It's because I was missing this important step. So if I have this selected over here and then I go over back to my type tool, just click on that. Here in our little contextual toolbar, there is this type on path options button on. I click on that and then I go here where it says align to path and I go to center and then spacing. I'll go auto for right now and I can click and it moves your text into the middle of the circle, which is going to be in the middle of this circle because I have the stroke going on both sides of that path. Makes it a whole lot easier for us on here. Pretty cool. And then maybe just for effect here, we'll find something wider of a text. You may need to go over here to your spacing, change that out a little bit depending on how close you want those letters to be there. So to be 50. Then I can move this over here to my circle. And then I can also alt click and drag this over here. And let's say I had different text. So maybe we'll select our text on here. I'll just type in more text. And then if I go back over here to my direct selection tool, click and drag this. I click down or click and drag down, then I can make my text go upside down in here. I can change that spacing if I need to. And then I can just select all three of these elements and go over here to my align and everything in there. And there we have our text showing up in there as it should, right in perfectly inside of that ring. And then everything fits as it should. And you don't have to worry about adjusting the sizes and playing around with those and worrying about how your text doesn't match up perfectly. This way, everything's the same size, it's aligned perfectly. And if you ever want to change anything with that, you can always just select your circle here, and then you can change the width of the stroke around outside of that path. So hopefully that's a useful tool for you as you're working on logos and branding with Adobe Illustrator. I appreciate you taking the time to watch, and I hope we catch you on another video down the road.